Good morning. This is a Rebirth Fitness Level 1 yoga class with me, Kristen. And if you're at home, which most likely you are because we're all quarantined and isolated, if you're at home and you have a block or a strap at home, if you happen to have one, you can grab that because we'll be using those. If you don't, that's okay. We can improvise, or you can also use a blanket that's folded, a pillow, or if you, for in place of the block. And then if you have a belt, you can use the belt in place of the strap. All right, so we will start in a wide knee child's pose. So as you come to your mat, go ahead and bring your knees mat width apart. Sit back on your heels and then walk your hands forward, extending your arms and legs, lengthen the spine, and then bring your forehead down to the ground. And in your child's pose, just breathe. So you can elevate your hips with a pillow or a blanket, and then just drop your head to the ground. If it bothers your knees, you can just elevate your hips and create more space between your knee joint. And then you're focusing on your breath here. So breathing deeply in and out through the nose and following your breath with your mind. So following your breath, breathing slow inhales and exhales. And notice if your breath is shallow or full, if it's shaky or short. See if you can make it smooth, regulating and evenly connecting and matching your inhales with your exhales. As you start to calm the mind and relax the body, you're centering yourself and grounding, taking time for you to focus on yourself. Even though we've been in isolation for a while, we still may not be spending time alone and focusing on ourselves. So we want to reconnect with what we really want. So think of an intention, one goal or thought that you would like to manifest. And think of that intention in your mind and focus your attention on that intention. Walking your hands off your mat over to the left. I'll mirror you over to the left. Lengthen through your right hand on top of your left. Right side body lengthens. Push the ground away with left hand. Turn head under right arm. Turn head under left arm. Notice the difference in the stretch. Come back to center, walking hands over to the right. Press strong through right hand, lengthen left hand on top of right. And look under left arm, feel the left side body stretch, feel the hips shift back to the heels. Look under right arm. Notice the difference in the stretch. Come back to center and shifting forward into a tabletop position. Bring your knees under your hips, tuck your toes, and then walk your hands up to sit up on your knees, flexing your ankles. And if the ground under the mat is too intense or harsh, you can always grab a pillow or a folded blanket and just bring that underneath your knees so you have a little more cushion under your knees. Your hips are stacked over your knees, your ankles are flexed. Hands are on your hips, elbows move forward round the spine as your sit bones come a little closer towards your heels. Tuck your chin to your throat. Inhale, extend the spine, elbows come back towards each other, and hands push slightly on sacrum. Look up. Exhale, round, elbows come forward, hands come on hips, chin to chest or throat. Inhale, expand the chest, elbows come back towards each other, push on sacrum, hips forward. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, lift and arch back. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, lift. And come back to center. Reaching left hand back towards left heel. Right arm reaches up. Look up, touch thumb and pointer finger together. Looking at right hand, left fingertips reach towards left heel. Push hips forward, arching back. Breathe. Release, switch sides. Left arm comes up, touch thumb and pointer finger. Right arm reaches back to heel, push hips forward, extend, look up. Hips move forward, chest lifts, and release. Press palms into the ground. Round and curl, tuck chin to throat, cat stretch. Coming back to a neutral spine, tabletop position. Inhale, left arm up, look up at hand. Exhale, thread the needle under your body, roll onto left shoulder. Wrap right arm behind the back, twist. If you want a balance challenge, try to shift and lift your right leg off the ground, pointing and flexing the ankle, circle in both directions. And then lower down. Square the hips, keep the hips square. If they've shifted over to the right, pull them back to the left. Notice the difference in your spine. You'll twist a little deeper. Release right hand to the ground. Press strong into the mat. Inhale, left arm up, back to tabletop. Inhale, right arm up, look at hand. Exhale, thread under your body, roll onto right shoulder. Wrap left arm behind your back. You can stay here, aligning hips over knees, or float left leg up to off the ground if you want your balance challenge. Point and flex ankle or circle in both directions. Lower down, knee if you lifted it. Square hips. If hips move to the left, shift them over to the right, keeping the hips square. Feel the back muscles open and twist a little more. Release, left hand to the ground, press strong. Inhale, right arm comes up to the sky. Come back to your tabletop position. Tuck toes, push back into your first downward dog. Then straighten one knee at a time. Shifting hips and flexing ankles. So if you're feeling like you are trying to get your heels to the ground, I'd rather you bend your knees than if you are trying to keep your legs straight and push your heels to the ground, I don't want your shoulders to be over your wrists. I want them to be behind and extended like that. So I'd rather you bend your knees and extend the spine and extend the arms and shoulders than to straighten the legs and have your upper body shift forward like that. So keep all your weight back, extending arms and your back. And we'll inhale the right leg up to the sky, bend and straighten that knee, stack the hip on top of the left, circle out that knee and hip in both directions. And then square the hip down as you bring your knee to nose, shift forward, and plant your right foot between your hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up at your hands, press the palms together, push the hips forward. Exhale, lower hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, pull down and away, drop your head back. Pushing hips forward, still feel the left hip flexor stretch as your chest comes up. Release the hands down. And you can circle them up and over if that feels better for your shoulder too, to get some range of motion. And then shift back into a hamstring stretch. So your toes can be tucked on the back foot if you feel a little more comfortable with the balance. Lengthening through the right hamstring, flex the ankle. Walk your hands out. So try not to round your forehead and round your back to your knee. Forehead to knee or rounding your back. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the chest. It's okay if you don't go as deep this way, but you'll feel more of a hamstring awakening when you hinge from the hips and lead and lengthen out with the chest. And then you can reach the crown of your head toward your toes, which helps that length increase. Shift your hips over to the left as your toes point to the right. You're still flexing the ankle, you're just rolling on that heel. Feel the IT band all the way on the outside of the right leg. Shift your hips to the right. Toes roll to the left now, opposite direction. Come back to center, point the toes. Press the sole of the foot onto the ground, stretch top of foot and ankle. And then walk forward again. Cartwheel up with your left arm first and then your right. You can pivot on the back knee and shift up. So your back shin is 45 degrees. Now your left hip is on top of, your right hip is on top of your right knee. Again, if you need a pillow for your knee, that's fine. From here, arms are out, extend right leg. Inhale, hinge forward, exhale, tilt. If you want, you can press onto the shin, inside or outside of leg onto the floor, or use a block. You can bring your hand on a block. Lengthen through the left arm, bicep to ear, left side body. Gate pose. We'll open left shoulder and chest. Breathe. Inhale, come up. And sliding, bending into that right knee. Cartwheel down your hands, getting through the shoulder, range of motion, tuck, pivot on the back knee, tuck the toes, lift the knee off the ground. Engage your core, press strong into your hands and shoot that right leg way up to the sky. Bend and straighten the knees, stack the hip. Keep both legs straight and really reach that right leg way over to the left side. Come back down, square the hips. You can come forward to plank, drop to the knees if you need to. Otherwise, lower down to the ground as slowly as you can. Inhale, push up for cobra. Elbows are bent, rolling shoulders away from ears. Lift chest, lengthen spine. Exhale, shifting back into downward facing dog. And breathe. Get a little deeper in your down dog this time. Push through the fingers. Feel the weight shift into the heels. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Bend and straighten the knee. Circling out the knee, the hip. Reverse direction. Square the hip down. Flex the ankle. Bring the left knee to the nose. Shift forward. Plant the foot on the ground. Drop right knee to the floor. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Lifting chest, look up to the sky. Exhale, lower hands behind you. Interlace and lift. This time, lengthen the neck, look forward. Tuck chin slightly into the throat, but not to the chest. Just look straight. Lift and lengthen neck and chest. Arms lift up and release. You can circle the arms back down. Shift back into your hamstring stretch. Back toes can be tucked. It helps the knee a little bit. Otherwise, you can also press the top of the foot, lengthening the left leg. Flex the ankle. Try to straighten this left knee. Pull the toes up towards you. Walk your hands out. Crown of head to toes, forehead to knee. Shift hips over to the right. As you roll on your heel, your toes point to the left. Feeling the outside of your leg stretch the IT band. Coming back to center and roll the toes over to the right in the opposite direction as your hips move left in the opposite direction. Come back to center. Plant the foot down. Press the bottom of the foot into the floor. Feel top of ankle and foot stretching. Walk your hands out. Lengthen the chest. Hinge from the hips, not rounding the back. And then shifting forward. You can pivot on that right knee so that the shin is behind you 45 degrees. Inhale, cartwheel up. So you're looking past your left fingertips. So make sure that this right hip is on top of the knee. We don't want to lean it forward. We want it directly on top and straighten that left leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tilt. Lengthen right bicep over ear for your gate pose. Feel the side body stretch. And then bend into that knee. You can cartwheel up or cartwheel down your hands, just getting through that full range of motion of the shoulders. Pivot back, tuck toes, lifting back knee off the ground and engaging your core as you press strong into the floor. Kick left leg to the sky. Stack the hip and then straighten the knee. Come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, press up cobra. Maybe this time you're ready for your upward dog. Shoulders down and back. Lifting knees off the ground and then flip toes. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. You can hold here for 5 breaths or you can come down to your closed knee child's pose and rest with arms on the ground, reaching towards feet, palms up. Revisit your intention. Focus on your breath, slowing it down. And slowly coming back up, sitting on your heels. And lifting up forward, tucking toes. And this time we're gonna work on, again, you can have the pillow under your knees if that is better for you. We're gonna do another round of the camel pose. This time we're gonna see if we can go into both hands reaching for the heels. So lifting left arm up as your right arm comes, look at your hand. Now this time, push your hips further forward, away from you, and reach the right arm behind you more so you have more extension. You're looking back behind you as you reach that hand behind you, lengthen. Inhale, come up and switch. Reach back with right hand, look up at left, but push hips forward and reaching back with that arm, look at your hand. Extending the spine. And if it's okay, try to lower that left hand to the other foot. Continue pushing your hips forward. Lift your chest, lift your head and eye gaze, look up. If it's okay for your head and neck, drop your head back, lengthen through, and look down your nose and breathe. Inhale, lift, push into the ground, and come all the way up. Circle arms, press palms into the floor. Tuck your chin to your throat, round and curl for your cat stretch. Bring your knees together. You can sit back, reaching heels, and then lift hips high for rabbit pose. Hips are high, stacked over knees, reaching for heels. Nice deep back flexion here. Counter pose, counterbalance that extension of the camel. Back extensions are very energizing. They wake us up, bring us more energy, and release. Down and then pressing into your downward facing dog, walking your feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart, measuring 2 fist distance. Grab opposite elbows and hang heavy. Rock side to side, forward and back. Just let everything go. Let go of any negative emotions, stressful thoughts, anxiety. Let it all go. All your worries. Just release them. Completely relax. Let go of your elbows and roll up one vertebrae at a time with chin top to throat, rolling shoulders down and back, palms facing front, grounding into the floor. Internally rotate upper thighs, press strong through the feet. Feel strong and grounded in your mountain pose. It's your foundation for all standing poses to ground. Step your feet together, palms press at heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up and back, arch. And exhale, swan dive down with arms out like airplane. Inhale, look out and lengthen your spine with a flat back. Press palms, step back to plank, and go through your yoga flow. If you need to drop to the knees, you can. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe 5 breaths here and focus on your ujjayi breath. Make a sound with the breath as it enters in and out past your throat. So you're constricting the throat muscles slightly, just like you would do if you're fogging a mirror or window, but with your mouth closed. At the bottom of your next exhale, look between your hands, bend your knees, lift your heels. You can step up, walk up, or try a jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms out like airplane wings. Press strong into the feet and inhale up. Exhale, hands to chest. That was sun salutation A. Now we'll do sun salutation B. Inhale to chair pose. Look at thumbs squatting down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Bend knees, plant palms, step, walk, or jump. Go through your yoga flow. Step your right foot forward. Ground your left heel 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, come down. Step back and lower down. Maybe this time you can do an upward dog with knees off the ground, but that's a little more advanced, so don't worry about it. Do your cobra and then press back to down dog, exhale. Step your left foot forward, ground right heel. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, come down. Step back to plank. You can drop to knees if you need to. Lower, inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. You can also hold child's pose here. Breathe for 5 breaths. Reconnect to the sound of the breath passing by the back of your throat. Your ujjayi breathing like the ocean waves, the sound of them coming onto shore. Visualize the ocean waves as you breathe, hearing that sound. And then at the bottom of your next exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, look between your hands, step, walk, or try to jump. Inhale, when you land, lengthen your spine. Look out. Exhale, forward fold your body in half, forehead to knees. Then knees, drop hips, press palms, lengthen arms, look up at hands, chair pose, inhaling. Exhale, hands to chest. And then you can stay at the top of the mat if you want. I'm going to turn sideways. You can if you like on your mat, whatever is more comfortable for you. Inhale, lifting arms overhead. Exhale, arching to the left. Roll open right shoulder. Feel the side body stretch through the right side of your body. Inhale, come back to center. Lengthen, so you're lifting the spine and lengthening the vertebrae. And then exhale over to the right. Roll open left shoulder and chest. Look under your arm. Inhale back up. And exhale, step wide, out wide, mat width, lengthwise, or you can stay facing the mat. It's whatever is best for you. But you're extending your arms to be directly over your feet. And from here, we're interlacing the hands behind the back, pull down and away, lift the chest, push the hips forward, and exhale, forward fold. Allow the head to come down, allow the arms to lift overhead and drop towards the floor. Breathe. Feel the shoulders release. Feel the weight of the body shift into the balls of the feet. Notice the hamstrings and the inner thighs. Inhale, come halfway up. Release the arms. Exhale, hands to the ground. Bring right palm under chest in the center. Inhale, left arm up. Look up at left hand. Feel the inside of your right thigh opening up your groin muscle. And then keeping the same position, just shift your hips back over to the right. So you're squaring off your hips. You're allowing the hips to square, and notice how you feel more up the back, stretching here. Then coming back down, switch sides, pressing left hand to the floor, right arm reaches up. Allow the left hip and inner thigh to open. Feel the groin stretching on the left side. Looking up at right hand, square the hips, moving and shifting the hips over, down and over to the left. Notice it's a little more challenging in the spine and the twist in the back muscles. And then coming back down, release, walk the hands out in front and push back into a wide-legged downward facing dog. Now your heels can touch, push through the fingers, push into the ground, extend the shoulders in the back. Bring your chest towards the ground, belly towards your thighs, through the thighs and behind you. And inhale, coming back up. Walking your hands to underneath your chest. Lengthen, look out, inhale. Hold, bring your hands to your hips. Exhale, pause here, engage the core. Press strong through the feet as you inhale, come all the way up to standing. And now we'll step back to the top of the mat. If you went sideways or if you turn your body, just go ahead and step back to the top of the mat. Press your palms together at heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up and overhead, arch back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Bend knees, plant palms, step, walk, or try to jump back and go through your yoga flow. Any version, any variation that you're working on or feel comfortable with today. Right leg sweeps the sky. Bring it between your hands, all the way up and forward between your hands. Ground your back heel 45, and we're gonna cartwheel all the way up to a warrior two. Bend into that right knee. Arms are aligning. Your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, or if you want to try a more advanced move, you can angle it 45 degrees in. Bend into that right knee, but make sure you can see your right big toe so it's not tracking too much inward. Flip your right palm, reach forward, exalt back. Look down at your back leg, look at your left hand and reach down the leg. Reach down as far as you can while keeping that right knee bent. Look up at right hand, touch thumb and index finger together. Feel the side body lengthen and stretch. Wrap your left arm behind your back. Inhale, come all the way forward, keep the left arm wrapped and come down to the ground with your right hand. So you can use the block here at any level to press into the ground. You can stay here and work on opening up and stacking that left shoulder on top of the right, because we don't want to drop the shoulder down here. You can also work on your bind by wrapping your right arm under the leg and reaching for your left hand. This is more advanced. And then you roll open left shoulder again to stack. You don't want to fold forward. If you want to try it with a belt or your strap, you can reach left arm behind your back with the belt or strap, holding onto one end, and then right arm reaches under, grabs the strap, and then walks the hand out closer. So you're creating that circuit, that seal. It's all connected. You're able to use the strap as the leverage to walk the hands closer. If you want to try Bird of Paradise, I'm not going to teach it in this class. It's a little more advanced, but if you want to try it and you know it, you can go ahead and try it. Otherwise, just work on the bind and the wrap. Coming into your Bird of Paradise, I'll demonstrate it though. I won't teach it, but I will demonstrate it. you came up into it, go ahead and slowly come out. Release the bind. Bring your hand and or the block on the outside, right hand on the outside of your right ankle. Lengthen the left bicep by the ear. Feel the burn in the hips and the legs. Nice and strong. Feel that angle. Don't let your hips lift. Drop them down. The fingertips are in a perfectly straight line through the side of the body all the way to the outside of your left foot. Now come down and drop your left knee to the floor. Woo, that was intense. All right, so we're gonna just pause here for a minute. Inhale, lengthen the chest, look up, feel the hips move forward. And as you exhale, shift back on your left knee and circle your right knee and hip. Nice big circles in both directions. Circling in both directions. Shift your hips side to side. And then pressing back into your downward facing dog. Lifting your left leg to the sky, stack the hip and straighten the knee. And then bring that foot all the way between your hands. Ground your right heel 45 degrees as you reverse cartwheel all the way up to warrior two. Look past your left fingertips. Breathe, sinking down into your left knee. Glance down, can you see your left big toe? If not, pull the knee over to the left a little more. Flip left palm, hinge forward, exalt back. Look down at your back right leg and reach your right arm down as far as you can. Try to reach for that heel. Look up at left hand. Did you come out of that left knee? Bend deeper into it. Drop down. Touch thumb and index finger. Focus, concentrate. Bring wisdom and intention into this pose, purpose. Willpower. Inhale, come up. And, sorry, just kidding. Wrap your right arm behind your back. I keep forgetting this part. So you're coming back down and resting on your left thigh. Push it open. You can stay here and just work on stacking, looking up over right shoulder, stacking the shoulders. But if you would like to get a little deeper, reach your left hand to the inside of the foot, or use a block on the inside, or you can try reaching under with the left arm and grabbing fingers, hand, or wrist. Drop hips low. Roll open right shoulder, chest and rib cage, look up. If you tried the bird of paradise on the first side, go ahead and try it on this side. Nice. Then when you come back down from it, we're staying in the side angle, but bring a block or bring your hand on the outside of your left ankle, so that the arm is aligned with the calf or shin. And then lengthen your right bicep over your ear. Look at right fingers or under right armpit, but rolling open rib cage, keeping that straight line from fingers to outside of right heel. Beautiful line, hips low. And then coming all the way down, frame your left foot, drop the knee. Inhale, lift chest, lengthen, pushing hips forward. And then engage the core, press into the ground. And you can keep your right knee on the floor, because when you shift back, you want to shift into your tabletop. Circle that hip both directions, left knee and hip is circling. Shifting hips side to side. pressing into your downward facing dog. And we'll clear it out with the yoga flow. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into the ground for cobra or upward dog if you know it. Exhale, flipping feet, toes, bottoms of feet to the ground, downward facing dog, and breathe. 5 breaths here, Ujjayi, or into your child's pose, and connect to the sound of your breath. Follow it with your mind. And then slowly coming back up, have a seat on the ground. You can go lengthwise on your mat, or you can, however you want, face me still, long, horizontal or lengthwise. So first, extending your left leg out. You can open it a little more by holding the inside area of your thigh knee. And then bending right knee, bottom of foot is on inside of left thigh. Your left hand, peace finger grips inside of left big toe. And notice I'm not collapsing over forward. I'm opening my chest, stacking my right shoulder over my left, not leaning forward, opening up, lengthen through your right side of your body, reaching the arm, straightening, and press this right knee into the ground. So you feel this length all the way through your right side. Lower back. The right knee and hip pushes down away from you. Look under your arm if that's okay for your neck. And then drop your shoulder down now. Your right shoulder squares off so you can fold over your left leg. You can crisscross grab your foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Forehead to knee. Release left arm behind your back. Twist. Look behind you. Bring right ear towards your left knee. And slowly come up, back to center, and switch sides. So now we extend the right leg out, bend left knee in, and bottom of foot comes to the inside of right thigh. Peace finger grip, right big toe, lengthen, opening up your left shoulder and rib cage, reaching through, straightening that left arm. Feel the left knee and hip push down and away from you, like you're pushing with this arm down into the ground. As you reach, and then crisscross grab foot, drop left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen chest and spine. Exhale, pull forehead to knee. Release right arm behind your back, twist. Left ear to right knee. And slowly coming up and breathe, coming back to a central position on your mat. You can come back in this position here onto your sit bones and bending your knees so your feet are on the ground. And we're going to do a core exercise by reaching the arms up overhead, tucking the chin into the throat, and rolling down one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the ground. Super slow motion. You can do like 1 or 2 vertebrae at a time, pause, do another 1 or 2 vertebrae. Now once your shoulder blades touch the ground, lengthen your arms in opposite direction of your feet. Lengthen. And then bend your knees and pull your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And then I'll actually show you from this direction here. If you plant your left foot on the ground, cross your right knee over, figure 4. Flex both ankles, lift your head up, and bring your hands underneath the back of your left leg. Pull left knee to forehead. Use right elbow to push right knee away from you. Feel the hips open, the glutes stretching here. Keep everything the same. Keep pulling left knee towards you. Just drop head to the ground. Breathe. Letting go of any negative emotions you're holding on to. Just any emotions that are stuck inside your head and your body. We can sometimes stuff them down and store them in places in our body. Our hips are connected to our emotions, our sacral chakra. So just breathing into the hips, and as you breathe out, visualize letting go of any of these stuck emotions inside of us. You don't need them anymore. They no longer serve you. Just release them, let them go. Slowly let go of your foot to the ground and drop both knees. Keep that right foot on the leg. Drop both knees over to the right. Arms come out like airplane wings. Turn your head to the left. Feel the spine twist. And your right foot's actually assisting that left knee down. As you twist, look over your left shoulder. Slowly come back to center. Release, pull both knees into your chest, forehead up toward your knees, hug them in tight. Coming back down and switch to the other side. Press right foot to the floor, cross left over. Figure 4 you're making here with your legs. Flex both ankles, lift up that right knee, bring your forehead to your knee, pull it in. Left elbow pushes left knee away from you. Keeping the hips square, feel the glute and hip on the left side opening up. And slowly lower your head down as you continue to pull your right knee towards you. And breathe. Slowly release the leg, lower your right foot to the floor, and let both knees drop over to the left as your arms extend to the sides like a T posture. Look over your right shoulder, close your eyes, and breathe. Twisting through the spine, helping digestion, detoxing your internal organs, hydrating the discs of the spine. center. Slowly release. Pull both knees to chest, forehead towards your knees. Drop your head down and circle your knees, hands on top. You're circling on the sacrum. On your low back, reverse direction, circling in the opposite direction. Breathe. And then reach your arms through the insides of your legs. Grab the outsides of the feet. Kick up for happy baby. Rock a little side to side, feeling the low back and sacrum get a little massage here. Your knees pull down to the floor. Bottoms of the feet face the sky. And you're pulling down, flattening your back. Pause in the center and find stillness. Bring your tailbone closer to the ground. Bring the bottoms of the feet together in a bound angle, reclining by lowering the feet to the floor. Allow the knees to fall to the sides and the weight of gravity presses down on them. You can also use a pillow or block or blanket under your hips, under your sacrum and tailbone to elevate and extend the hips higher. This is just an option. If you want, you can try it. Otherwise, just on the ground is fine. Elbows bent 90 degrees up by your head, palms face up. Feel gravity pressing down on your knees. Feel the inner thighs and groin. Feel the ground underneath you supporting you. Notice your skin if it feels cool or hot. Notice any sensations externally, internally. Just tune into your body. Be aware, bringing awareness to that mind and body connection. Many times we are consciously thinking of so many other things around us. During the day, we don't spend any time connecting to our body, checking in, tuning in. And now slowly extend your legs out. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Allow the feet to fall to the sides and relax your entire body. As you breathe naturally and normally, close your eyes for your final relaxation pose. As you lie here in stillness, visualize the word faith in front of you. Just see that word. What does that word mean to you to have faith, to believe in something? Now breathe in that word. Visualize as you inhale, the word faith is coming into your body with the breath. And it fills your whole body with faith. Feel the feelings, the emotions of faith. Now visualize the Visualize that word in front of you. What does that word mean to you? To have courage, to be brave. Now breathe it in. Breathe in courage with your inhaling breath. Just visualize that word going into your body, that frequency, that vibration is now part of you. Take it in. Now visualize the word hope. What does the word hope mean to you? To be hopeful, to be positive, to choose hope and positivity instead of doubt. Breathe in that word hope. Take it all in. Feel the meaning of the word inside of you. Feel the emotion associated. Now just enjoy the peace and relaxation of lying in perfect stillness, fully and completely relaxed, sinking deeper and deeper into relaxation with each and every exhale. Begin to deepen your breath as you come back into the room, bringing your awareness to the breath and the body. As you inhale, feel the chest and abdomen rise. As you exhale, feel it lower down. And begin to bring movement to your fingers and toes, wiggling them, circling wrists and ankles. Lengthen arms overhead. head in opposite direction of feet, full body stretch. And then bend knees. You can roll onto your right side or pull them into your chest and then roll over. And pause on your side for a few breaths. The corpse pose Shavasana represents the death, body and mind. And the fetal position is the rebirth of the body and mind. So that mind-body connection, we want to rebirth and reconnect to our best self during each and every yoga class. So pressing into the ground, we sit up into our comfortable cross-legged position with palms facing up, sitting tall with a straight spine, good posture, shoulders relaxed. And feel this faith, courage, and hope within you, staying positive through any self-doubt or adversity, not allowing any pain of what's happening around you in the world or even in your immediate life to cause you to suffer. Because suffering is a choice we all have. We can choose in any given situation to suffer, or we can choose the positive emotions like faith and courage and hope. So always choose those and stay in a beautiful state each and every day, connecting to your true self, your best self, and this peace that's always available to you within. So have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'll see you soon. Namaste.